Natalia was saying, like, you know, there's the international team that like goes and sets everything up, but at some point down the line they want to have the project running with local guys, so they don't need to be there just more as like an advisory, checking sort of role. But yeah, like the volunteers are local, so everything is there, but you know, we work through it. The local volunteers.
And when we're working with youth who don't speak any English, as long as, well, the volunteers speak the language, then that works well. And even within the organization, all you need really is a few people who are fluent in the local language or languages and English. And the fluency doesn't even have to be extreme. It's just, you know, very communicative, and you can get a lot done. So at each of our projects, we probably have like one or two people, like in Afghanistan and Cambodia, who have really strong translation skills, but over time the others have managed to build up their English. But yeah, it can be a barrier.
Since you said teenagers also work at the company, what's the age group?
It sometimes depends on the local laws around children working. So we do have staff grade 13 and 14 working in Afghanistan part-time. And here, I think part-time 16 and 16.
I think it's 16. But here the project hasn't like reached the point where we can start employing. Because the way it works is that like we get the students in, and the whole thing is we try and pull them up towards a position in the organization. Obviously they have to like show potential and that stuff. So like but yeah, it would be 16. But yeah, we build them up to the point where we can okay, we feel like we can do this and we can hand over this responsibility to you. But I think here we've only been here for a year and 3-4 months. If you count April, so like it's still very new. So everything is still in the infancy stage, like building up stages. We've got 1 or 2 students that like are really standing out. So we've also got a youth leadership program that like we're really passionate about. So the whole purpose of that is to get the young kids leading the whole curriculum. Like we want the students to be the ones in charge of all the programs and that stuff. So we've got 1 or 2 promising students, but yeah, obviously we have to work within the confines of the only one just to do what we want to do.
Let's sum up what sort of things have we been learning. We're talking about social entrepreneurship, right? I dare all of you to go out and experience social entrepreneurship, okay? And especially with an NGO. This is an excellent example of how they're taking something that children are really passionate about. It's finding that passion. You've got to dig deep. Remember Mr. Page Smith talking about that heart? What are you passionate about? Know what you're passionate about. Okay? Think about your passion and how you're going to use that passion to make a difference. Help change the world. Mr. Page Smith doesn't think we can change the world. I believe you guys can. Because I think everyone can make a difference. Okay? We all just need to think about our own individual passion and try and bring that alive. These guys all have a passion for making a difference in the lives of others. So we need to think about what we're going to do. So what have we learned about social entrepreneurship? Tell me. What have you learned today in this talk about social entrepreneurship? Come on. Dig deep. What have we learned about social entrepreneurship? Do they work alone? No, it's Ubuntu. We're a team here, right? There's teams all over the world. Took one person's idea for a need. That need for those students in Afghanistan, right? Okay, so from small seeds, big things grow. So find that need in your community, what your passion is. Bring that little plant to life. But find that need. So you've got to have a vision. You've seen my vision on my butt? Can you see it? Vision? You can check it out if you want. don't need to look at my butt. Together we dare to imagine, inspire to succeed, and courageously make a difference. This is what's in my heart, okay? And I believe this. I do this every day, okay? This is my job. I want you to live this vision as well, okay? Find your vision. What's it going to be? How are you daring to make a difference? How are you inspiring to succeed? Okay? You know you want one.
You know what, guys, at the end of the day, we work with youth, so if you guys have we also trying to solve, social problems, social issues. If you guys have got any ideas or solutions, ways you think, ways you think we can solve problems, please feel free to drop us a message on our Facebook page. At the end of the day, there's only 6 of us at the moment, so the more insights we have, from you about, how to solve problems, the better it will be for all of us. So those rings there, you see there was part of our human rights curriculum, it was Human Rights Day just recently. So we asked the students, what are some of the rights you're most passionate about? What are some rights that you guys would love to create and love to embrace? We asked them to make rings about them. And the cool thing with this activity is that we started with individual students, and we're at the end of the day, we're all a community here. And what started happening was we want to see who can make the longest ring. So we found 3 or 4 students would start linking up together to try and make their rings long, and show you a couple of pictures I think
I heard that we came to the bowl with the students last week.
Yeah, we did a little geometric shape thing with the students. We want them to own the space that they skate. Because at the end of the day, it's a public park, but once we have the students actually physically painting the park, they're a lot more responsible for the space. So it'll be when there's people drinking, when there's people throwing lids in the space, they'll be no, we painted the space, we want to keep it clean. So we found that it's a pretty cool way to, have the kids own the space that they're skating in.
And they remember which square they painted. They're telling me,
Yeah.
the next time, I painted that one. They showed me really proud about it.
So this is actually just this is the other space that we work at. So the picture I'm showing you now with the kids painting in the bowl, that's Royal. The other place we work at is the place where Josie. It's a youth drop-in center in the CBD. So it's just any student or child that after school has got nowhere to go or just wants to do homework and that stuff. This is the space that we work in, and then we've actually built a quarter pipe for them on the rooftop. I think it's the first and only rooftop quarter pipe we actually have in the Johannesburg CBD. And what was fun about this is we actually got the students to help us build the whole thing. So it goes back to that we want the students to feel a sense of ownership. We don't want to just be imposing ourselves on them. We want them to feel part of the process. So it's a lot of fun putting this together, and it's also a lot of fun seeing them skating on the ramp itself.
So you said you're only 6 people at the moment. Are you looking for more volunteers?
Oh, we're definitely looking for, we're definitely looking for volunteers. I mean, the organization is built on volunteers who become, permanent employees. Volunteering is the more volunteers we have, the easier it is for us. Because what happens sometimes, there's only 6 of us, we've got admin work to do. So 3 or 4 hours in the afternoon out of the office means 3 or 4 hours at night, in the evening, having to catch up on all the meetings. We're always open for volunteers. We'd love to have a lot more than we currently do. Like I said, if you guys are interested, drop a message on our Facebook page, and we'll see how we can make it work.